Okay, today I got a collective energy, but for the best way we describe energy is to tell you a story. It's a fictional story, guys, okay? That's it. Nothing that's really happened. It's just a story that has a lesson. And it has a lesson that the person in this energy should have known. So I want everybody to keep that in mind. It's a leprechaun and the reaper. The Raper, yes. There was once a leprechaun that he was very, they're always greedy. They want their pot of gold. Yada, yada, yada. Anyways, the Reaper wanted his pot of gold with they just want their pot of gold. So they went ahead and got to their, he called upon the Reaper. There was a ceremony where he called upon death. There was three witches. Three witches told the leprechaun to call upon death. You have to pass judgment. All right, so the leprechaun said, "I don't care. I want my money." And they said, "Are you sure? Because when you pass judgment, you can lose everything that you asked for if you're not true of heart." He said, "Oh, I'm true of heart about me gold, about me gold, about me gold." So they went ahead and they said, "Meet us in the woods at midnight. We'll start the ceremony, but you have to sacrifice something that you really love." So the leprechaun said, "Okay," and he thought that he could cheat the sacrifice. And leprechauns aren't the most handsome of creatures, right? So he did find somebody that liked him, and she was human, and she loved him for who he was, and she was very beautiful, but he did not want to sacrifice her, but he thought he could fool the Reaper. He thought he could fool the Reaper. So instead, he sacrificed his sister. And because she was trying to plot to undo him anyways, and they were always fighting. So anyway, they said, "Okay, put that in, write it on parchment and burn it in the fire." And they did their incantations and things like that. And he wrote it on the paper. And time went on, and he would visit the girl that he helped out. And mind you, he was a leprechaun. And after a while, she was just like, "I can't do this no more." And he's like, "Why? We're so in love." And she's like, "There's just something about you that I can't stomach anymore, and I gotta move on. I want a human family." So she goes, he was devastated. So he went back to the witches and asked, and his sister got very prosperous. Oh my god, did his sister get prosperous? At the same time that his breakup went through, his sister ended up getting married. Yeah, she ended up getting married and everything, and she was very happy, and he was jealous of his own sister. And he sat there and he asked the witches, he goes, "Why is my sister so prosperous and have love, and my greatest love broke up with me?" She goes, "Was your wish true of heart?" And he said, "I don't know." He goes, "I really did want my sister dead." He goes, "Well, was it your heart's desire? The sacrifice has to come from the heart. To gain such wealth, you have to lose something that means that much in front of you, and that it's something you got to lose something." of the same importance that you love. So, anyways, Lance, enough. Anyways, they went and the witches said, "I don't know what to tell you. That's what the wishes were." And he thought about it, and they said, "You must have lied to the Reaper, because they were witches that were associated with the Reaper, which is an extension of God, because death and life, God is death and life. God is everything. God is the universe." And the witches told him this. God is everything. And death works with life. Because for every death, it's a rebirth. And every death is technically life. So God's in charge of both. Anyways. So he was dismissed and they got mad. So he decided that he was going to go against the witches. And he found out where they lived in their village, in the cottage, their little community type thing. And he threatened them. They said, I lost my girl. And they said that wasn't the true heart. So he said, I'm going to make you lose something. So the one lady, she was married and she had kids. And since he lost his girl, he ended up going and unaliving her husband. He found out what house they lived in the village and everything, the one that, promised him all this. And as the guy was going to the local pub to get a drink, because he was going to pick up dinner for, his wife, he slit his throat. And it was that time the village they found him, and the witch that did all that, she called upon the Reaper. She called upon the Reaper, and the Reaper, they picked up his body. They put oils and everything on the body because they were going to resurrect what was not supposed to be done, but they had to do it in a certain order. And the Reaper asked her, will she give judgment on the person that murdered, I'm not allowed to say that word, that unalived her husband? And she said yes. And he was like, you have to say it in God's name, for God is the Alpha and the Omega and the giver of life and death. And she said, yes, I do. So they ended up putting the body in holy ground. And they sprinkled rosemary and put red roses all around. And the Reaper said, it will be done. He will be back. And the person that done this to you will pay. And she said, okay. So as time went by, the leprechaun, he was upset. He was stalking his wife-to-be because they were supposed to be engaged, but they weren't no more. And he was planning to unalive her court. She was courting somebody else. So the Reaper was watching. And the Reaper is just, to me, is an extension of God, y'all. Just putting that out there. So God and the Reaper was watching all the same, because they're both the same to me. And as that went on, okay, can you please stop that? Anyways, as the Reaper and we're watching them, they noticed that he had a lot of debts. I asked you to stop. All right, there was a lot of debts and stuff that was done. And anyways, and they noticed he had enemies. So, since God and the Reaper are one, that one of his people that owed him and was looking for them that he was hiding from just one day just found where he was at. Found the house he was hiding, found everything. And as he went to go unalive his betrothed, his lost loves, the person that was courting her, his enemy came upon him. And so, and this person, he literally unalived his family. So that you're talking about a person that has taken a lot of lives. And honestly, this person just so happened to be where the angels and God and the Reaper were all looking for this person. So they snatched him up before he can even get in the window and kill her fiance to be. And he was put in, I want to say, a habit hole. It was like, it was in another dimension. They removed him from where he was at, put him in another dimension, and they put tormentors by him. And they said to him, well, you asked for wealth, so we're going to give you wealth. Wealth is not always money. Wealth is knowledge. And you never asked what kind of knowledge and what kind of wealth you wanted. So we're going to give you the wealth of how it is to wrong another and the pain that another feels, because wealth is knowledge. And he said, I didn't ask for that. I didn't ask for that. There was like, no, you were supposed to ask what was your true intentions. So since you wanted happiness, we're going to give you unhappiness so you learn and grow from that experience. But you will never die. You will sit here in this dimension over and over again, feeling the pain of discomfort of everyone you've ever hurt. And then if you don't learn your lesson, you're going to feel it over and over and over again. And he said, no, you can't do that. He said, I can. I'm the Alpha and the Omega. I am the giver of life and death, because God is duality, guys. God could giveth or taketh your life. God, I said stop. God does both. He could taketh or giveth your life. This is why you have to always give homage to God. Because no one's above him. No one. Whoever created you is always above you. Just like, think about your animals. I hate to think of it in this way, but you're their owner. They can't, if they unalive you, they need you. We are kind of like, we're God's children, and he created us, so we're below him. So how can you go against someone that you're below? So, as above is below, this leprechaun guy, had to be tormented by watching the love of his life going and having a family and starting a new destiny, and he was not a part of it. And he lost everything. He didn't even get to move on to have love. He was stuck in the 8 circles of hell, guys. All right, leadership in this energy is in reverse. Somebody in this energy, this story was just a fictional tale to kind of describe literally what this person did. They sacrificed love for money. And then they did everything for this money. When God came and told them to stop, leaving the person alone, they tried to sacrifice this person. They would not leave this person alone. They tried to stop their destiny, stop everything, because they were jealous. So now they're being punished in the worst way because they will refuse to learn their lessons. So leadership is in reverse. And this is an energy for a collective. It's for everybody. And then we have time. Time is up. Time is up for this person that has no more leadership in someone's life. Their greatest love is gone. And their spiritual throne in their life, being the king of their own destiny, is gone. There is no destiny for this person except they're destined to learn a dark lesson. They are destined to learn a dark lesson, and God did it himself. Alright? I'm going to pull these this way. Okay, here you go. And shuffle these again. Alright. Yeah, this is what this person's going through. I mean, this person, for some of you, can be a family member. It could be a lover. It could be a friend that hurt you very much. Or for most of you, it's going to come out to be a lover. I'm going to be honest. For most of you, this is going to be a lover that betrayed you. But for a percentage of you, it may be family. Because in the story, the sister was sacrificed. So it could be your own brother or your own sister, too. I don't know. It could be either or, guys. Alright, we got compass. Somebody went against the moral compass. You cannot sacrifice an innocent for your own selfish ways. And when someone has a prophecy of something they're supposed to fulfill, you cannot stop it. You get in the way of prophecy, you're asking for the hands of God to destroy you, is what you're asking for. Their home is in reverse. They could be getting evicted. They could be being kicked out of their home altogether. That could be a thing, guys. And then we got active love. Alright, this person is being put under an act of love as is. You accept everything as is. And I'm going to take out my sweater, y'all. I'm getting warm. Okay, but yeah. But yeah, the act of love. As is, guys. As is. As above is below. As is above is below. And they have to expect, they're not expecting a new beginning. They will not get a new beginning. Whoever wronged you is not ever getting a new beginning until this is done. They've done too much. They've done too much. They try to unalive people. You cannot unalive somebody because only God can unalive you. Only God can do that. So if you unalive somebody before that and you're directly responsible and you do it in bad shit, oh my God, don't expect any remorse out of that. Don't expect any remorse from the Creator because it wasn't your place. None of it was your place. You gotta know your place in the universe. You have to know your place in the universe. I know mine. Alright, now we have balance. This is a temperance card in my witch deck here. In my witch oracle. So, temperance is here. That's a temperance card. And then we have a friend. Somebody is not your friend. Some of you were betrayed by a friend that did this. Maybe you were the sacrifice they wanted to make because they didn't want to sacrifice something greater. It was somebody sacrificed something else because they didn't want to sacrifice something greater. That is the energy. That is the energy, guys. I can't make it up. Expectations, whatever expectations they thought they were getting, They're not getting none of it. None of it, none of it, none of it, I'm being told. And then there was mutual effort. There was mutual effort to take you down. Or just to get their goal of greed. And stop! And then it's time. It's time to move on. It is time to move on. And do not check in on this person. Do not check in on this person. Do not. And then you're going to be provided for. Whoever that message is for. Somebody in this energy is going to be provided for. The divine is going to make sure, God himself, the source, is going to make sure they're provided for as Temperance rolls in the building. As Temperance takes the house. Takes the house. Oh, yes, they are. Alright, I'm going to go with this. I mean, I don't mind. I sometimes prefer using oracle cards to get the energy reads. I do like tarot, but I do prefer oracle over everything. I do. I feel like it's a rowdy energy because my grandson's rowdy as heck. I'm going to probably be making him some SpaghettiOs because I'm not a good cook, y'all. I'm going to tell you, I went to the dollar store and I got some SpaghettiOs, some cookies and stuff. Stuff like that. Alright, someone here is getting sleep and being rejuvenated and getting all of their power back that was taken from them. The divine is giving you all of your power back. And then here, you're being told to let go of needing to know mystery. It is a part of the magic. You are not supposed to know what's going on behind the scenes. Stop snooping. I'm hearing from my ancestors, stop going on damn Facebook. That is a side note from somebody. Stop going on damn Facebook. If you know somebody's over there shady and they know you're watching and there's a third party, you know there's going to be these pictures where these people are putting plastic smiles like, look at me, look at me, look at me. And they're going to be doing the most. And when they try to do the most, this is what's going to happen, guys. It is what's going to happen. And then you're going to feel like shit because you looked at that picture. Stop looking on Facebook. Forget about them. F them. F them. Because is it really worth your effort? No. How many other fish are in the sea? And if you're not ready for that and you're not ready for a relationship, find another routine. Like I always say, find a hobby. I have so many, y'all. There's knitting. You could practice drawing. You can bake. You could cook. There's so many things you can do. So many. Anyways, this person went against a higher power. That's what they did. This is why they're messed up in the world. Okay? Just make sure you're not going against the higher power. And they got what you seek is also seeking you. Keep your heart open. If you're seeking love, love is going to be in alignment with you. But you have to be not going on social media and keep feeding into this other energy. And I know y'all are. I feel it over here. I feel you. I feel you creeping. You creeping on Facebook. I wonder if they changed your status yet. Did they break up? Who cares if they broke up or they didn't break up, guys? You know what? The trash took itself out. I even did a reading about that, about the trash taking themselves out. If someone leaves you for a third party, say thank you. Thank you for taking my trash out. And you sit and you go in self-love and you think about everything positive that has happened to you since that MRFer went away. That's what you do. And then we got sometimes the biggest answers come in the weirdest ways. Yeah, it does. Sometimes you sit there and go, man, nothing's going for me. Nothing's going for me. And then all of a sudden, bam. Just like rejection is literally God's gift. Just like there was one apartment I wanted, and it ended up where I'm at that I had to stay longer and I misunderstood, so I couldn't go to the one apartment I wanted, but the new one is opening up in enough time to where I can secure another place and it's way better. Rejection is God's gift. And it is, because that was the answer I needed. I was sitting there worried about it, but the answer I needed was right there. And that's just a thing, for y'all. I mean, I'm working on getting a house and all that eventually, too. But I was meant to stay here for whatever. And then we have higher purpose right at the end. Y'all got a higher purpose. Don't worry about these people. If they want to be on Facebook being idiots, let them go on Facebook, be idiots, and do whatever. I mean, it is what it is. You got the world reflects your belief. Choose the lens of magic. Choose to believe in God and the magic of God and the magic of Source. Do not let other people, don't let them control what you are going on, what you got going on. Because who are they to tell you what to do with your time? Your time's important or they wouldn't pay you for it. That's something for you. What if it all works out better than you imagine? That might be a question. You guys think it's not going to work out. What if it works out better than you ever imagined? It says right there in the card. What if it works out better than y'all imagined? And you said, thank God the trash took itself out. And you're going to be thinking, Chong the dog said the trash took itself out. And I really was looking and worried about it, and look what happened. But then you waste all that time worrying. And then you got inner divinity. Alright. Someone's not looking inwards. So someone needs healing work here. And it could be you or your past person. I mean, it could be either or, guys. But look within. Look within and do not let the outside influences of this reality get to you. Because things can change in a day. In a day, something could be like, damn, this happened. This one came in reverse. Patience is a porthole. The universe is not late. Alright, some of y'all are impatient. Okay? When do they get their karma? When they get their karma? When they get their karma? When divine timing happens. That's why you're not supposed to be on Facebook. I'm gonna call you out. I keep seeing y'all. I keep seeing y'all doing on your phones and looking these people up. You know what I did after my breakup? I never went on Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook. I was thinking about going over there because I have some Facebook groups, but I haven't been on Facebook for over a year. Actually, shoot, a bit longer than that, a year and a half. I got Facebook pages I haven't even touched in a year and a half. And after my breakup, I said, I'm not going over there. You know how many stuff they're going to post and about his happy little life? I was like, no, hell to the no on that one. Hell to the no. You say hell to the no, guys. Say hell to the no every day and you'll be alright. You know what? They're doing self-comparisons on you. This is what's going on. You or your person. They're comparing. Let them compare. Let them compare. If that's what they want to do with their time, say, you know what? I got a picture you might want to look at that I posted somewhere. Have fun with it. You know what? Post something you don't like. Do one of these videos about that gets their goat. If they want to post pictures of them and their new love having 100 babies, start doing posts about about other stuff that would upset them. About your self-healing. Start doing posts like, I'm doing well, I'm not living in the past no more. And start posting pictures about, maybe if you want to do photography, that's a nice one. Start posting photography and things like that. And don't mention them so they have nothing to feed on. Say, you know what? Just go in the woods, take some pictures of nature, take pictures of people, but do photography. I love photography. I'm going to get back into that. I'm going to get me another camera, guys, soon. Once I get moved in. And Chong the dog photography is coming back, I promise. And information is coming to you guys. You will get information on everything you need to do in divine timing. I woke up today. I just woke up today and I was kind of upset, wondering, how or when, or if I'm going to this apartment, that apartment. And God told me to open up my laptop. It's just the thought came in my head. That's how you know it's God. All of a sudden, you get an idea and you're like, where did I get that from? I got the idea to look at my laptop and see, when these other apartments are opening up, and the perfect apartment opened up in enough time where I can get it early. And it would be ready when I'm ready to move. And today is the day the idea popped in my head of all days. And I've been here doing all kinds of stuff. This is when God is the one that gave you the idea. That is when it was God that did it. Honestly. That's when I know God did it. And God told me that I should start doing readings with oracle cards more. God, the one that says, or that people sometimes get confused with the tarot, and he's the one that told me to do with oracle cards, and my ancestors are helping me. And we got understanding. I honor the journey of self-discovery, knowing that understanding myself too is the key to my empowerment. You got to understand yourself, understand where you're going through, what's going on. Then go, even when it seems quiet, the universe is conspiring for you. Even when everything seems like nobody cares and the universe thinks you don't exist, it does. Something created you out there. It knows your misery. It knows you're impatient. Impatient card already came up. Divine counterpart. Some of you, that's on the table too. Divine counterpart. Some of y'all are getting divine counterparts. You are. And you got to be in alignment for that. I'm still working on my alignment. I have been on my self-healing journey now for close to a year. I just recently went to sovereignty, and it took me 6 months to have full discernment. And now I'm a sovereign being. And it took me close to a year, guys. I'm not saying it's an easy process. And then we have higher purpose. The universe supports me as I discover my true calling and rise into my higher purpose. You got to rise into your higher purpose. You're not here to sit there and go to Starbucks and go out and party. You're supposed to be doing something else with your life besides doing these activities. Just saying, that's for somebody. I taste vanilla lattes. Somebody likes vanilla lattes from Starbucks. And they are very delicious. But you have a better purpose than a Starbucks vanilla latte, whoever that is. Then we have unhealthy love. You got an unhealthy love for somebody, and this is in the reverse because you have not. This person had this is your counterpart or whoever is on your mind. This is not you, that's them. Okay? So, or this could be you. Some of you have an unhealthy love. This is the devil energy. This is obsession, obsessive love in this deck. This is obsessive love. You're obsessed with your ex. I feel someone's obsessed with their ex in that damn Facebook again. And Instagram also. Yes, there's Instagram too. Y'all are going on there spying on your ex. I mean, I know I'm intuitive, but honestly, I'm not judging, but it's not helping your cause. And then we have your soul already signed the contract, trust the journey. When you were born, before you were born, before you came into your form and came out of your mama's coochie, your soul signed a contract with the divine. This is what I'm going to do with this lifetime. I want to learn these lessons. And when your soul came and did this, you literally said, okay, I'm gonna have heartbreak, or this person, I choose for this person to break my heart. And a lot of times it falls on a twin flame that breaks you, and that other person signed a soul contract that they would break your heart also. So they loved you enough to volunteer to break your heart before birth, but it was your sole purpose, so you cannot blame this person. It is what your higher self chose. It is what you chose. And then we have your manifestation. This came in reverse, guys. Your manifestations are arriving. Don't stop before the miracle. Okay, some of y'all have stopped manifesting and gave up on hope. You gave up on hope because you don't think that you're ever going to get your manifestations. You will. You just got to be patient, y'all. And sovereignty. I keep talking about sovereignty. I am a sovereign being, free to exist in alignment with my higher truth. You are called here to be sovereign. To sit with your higher self. That means you do not argue with people. Things don't bother you because you're sovereign. And you live within your own truth, guys. You live within your own truth. And then we got let go of what tightens you. The universe works through space. Let go. Let everything go. Who cares? Who cares who someone is going out to eat with? Who cares who someone is calling? Who cares who someone's talking to? If it's not bothering you and your soul purpose, then don't worry about it. And then this one came in reverse, y'all. You were not sent here to shrink, expand. Someone's shrinking themselves to be with someone else. I played small, guys. I played small for 10 years. For 10 years, I played small. I'm not playing small no more. I'm a sovereign being. I know my purpose. And I'll be damned if somebody gets in my damn way. I don't give a damn. They can go out with the trash. Nobody is going to be between me and my purpose. And this is how you got to be. And then we got, let your past be the soil for your next evolution. Let your past elevate you. Say, you know what? I learned that lesson. I should have threw that trash out. I shouldn't have waited this many years to throw that trash out. If it's a person, if it's property that you've been holding on to for sentimental things for some of you guys, just realize that it happened when it was supposed to happen. and you were supposed to start your journey and forget about that person altogether. Forget about him. Give me the drink. Give me the drink. Give it to me. Give it to me. If you're going to jump up and down, don't drink. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm babysitting. Your life is a constellation. Every piece matters. Every piece of your life matters. Past, present, or future, guys. And then we got, and this came in reverse. Every ending is the universe's invitation to begin again. Alright. You guys, some of you guys, this is telling me, are trying to begin again with something that was supposed to end permanently, but you want a new beginning. You cannot, when death energy appears, I'm not saying people are dying. But when a situation dies, it's supposed to stay dead, and you cannot bring back an old situation. You can't. What is dead is gone and over with. And you're just going to hurt yourself over and over and over again. So stop doing it. Stop doing it. And I guess we're going to call this, I don't know, spiritual therapy? About that story, because I guess, a lot of times readers do spiritual therapy. When on my breakup, I was listening to readers and they made me feel better, so I'm giving back, y'all. I'm gonna do some situations now. I'm gonna do some situations. But yeah. I'm gonna I want to give back to other people that are going through things that haven't evolved. I'm just recently ascended, guys. And I just recently learned how to shuffle properly, too, y'all. So, I'm not trying to judge anybody. I'm a sovereign being that's trying to learn my life purpose. And I'm choosing to give back to others to make people learn to be more sovereign. That is my life's journey. I mean, I'm old, y'all. I'm old, and it is what it is. All right, these wanted to come out, so let's take these. I hate everything about you. No, I love. Why did I say I hate? I said I love. Okay, someone hates hates everything about you, but there's someone that loves everything about you. Sometimes when you read the wrong way, it means something. Thank you for leaving me. Okay, I was supposed to say hate. I saved your texts and messages. Alright, someone saved some texts and messages, y'all. Listen to the signs around you. Give me the drink if you're going to do that. Give it to me. He wants to jump, but he doesn't want to give me the drink. I feel like this is something y'all do. Or something you went through. Alright, somebody is not leaving wherever situation they're at. They're not leaving the situation. And that home came up in these. Yeah, they came up in them. And then we have, I still feel the pain. Somebody that's under judgment still feels the pain. I mean, this is a collective reading, y'all. So, it could just take what resonates. Constant negativity, surrounding yourself with positivity. Seek relationships that uplift and inspire you. This thing you were dealing with is constant negativity. Constant. Whatever it was for some of you guys. And this came in reverse. You really know how to make me laugh. Laughter. Somebody took the laughter out of their life. I mean, if it gets to that point, y'all, You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go because it's not gonna work forever. When it's broke, it's broke. It's meant to move on to another cycle. When it's broke, it's broke. It's broke, it's broke. That's it. They gotta learn and grow on their own. We cannot play God, guys. We can't. Then we got their head spaces, heart space, spirit, and 3D. They're alright. To me, this is head spaces, heart space, and spirit is not together. And it is all supposed to be together. That's why it takes sometimes a year to be a sovereign being, and it takes learning lessons and then hanging on. Release the past and let yourself love again. Some of you are hanging on to something that you don't need to be hanging on to, and you're never going to move forward. I promise you won't move forward. Yeah, there's sexual chemistry, but sex isn't everything, guys. It isn't everything. And past life. Some of y'all are past life. You done this for, so I mean I wouldn't be surprised if the karmic card comes. Karmic lesson. I'm happy that it's over. Alright, someone over there is happy that it's over. Okay, finally he's jumping without his juice. God bless. God bless. Amen. Alright, then we have infidelity is on the table. Y'all were cheated on. That's usually more common. That's the most common thing that's going on in these days is cheating. I don't got time for all that kind of energy, y'all. I love making videos. I love servicing you guys to be sovereign beings. I don't got time to deal with idiots. I mean, to me, it's just a waste of time doing that. We got September 23rd on the table. For somebody, that could be a birthday, infidelity day. Take it as it resonates. I keep shuffling and it got put there for a reason. Because I'm not using every one of these cards. And then settling's in reverse. They're not settling no more. They want you back. Well, you know, maybe that ship has sailed for you. If you're already sovereign, you can have anyone you want. Intention and action launch all your dreams. You have to have intention and use action. You can't sit there and talk about it. You got to do it for somebody. I feel it's for a project. Something you keep saying you're going to do, but you don't do. You just keep saying it, but you never do it. And then we got protected. Find a solace in the safety of knowing you are sheltered and guided through life's tempest towards tranquil shores. So, know you're protected through tranquil shores, calmer waters, as they say. Falling in love. Whether they saw it coming or not, the heart's is getting involved, and it's getting deep fast. This is more than a fling. Or some of y'all, you know, maybe you clean the pipes, if you get what I mean, and you're going, damn, I kind of like that person, and you're wondering if they're going to call again. Over dependency on one partner. Encourage independence and personal growth within the relationship. Balance is the key. Alright, don't be overly dependent on one partner. It's part of being sovereign also, having dependencies and being independent. I'm going to end this. I hope you enjoyed my fictional story. I don't know, I just like to give something to the table that is a part of me. I love writing, and I'm trying to save up money and go, and I've been looking up publishers for my book. I just got to get all this moving stuff done, and then I'm going to start looking into publishing for my book and get that going and get my Lily in the Darkness out there for y'all. Because I don't really. If I don't have love, it's okay. But for some reason, God says somebody is coming. God says, God, when one door opens, another opens. When one door closes, another opens. This is what God tells me all the time. I tell him I'll be patient, but I think God just knows I'm enjoying my me time. I get told all the time by the divine. Oh my god, this came out sideways, y'all. Okay, these two did. So someone's playing both sides in this. Oh my god, things are falling apart. Okay, someone's playing both sides and things are falling apart. Breakup talk is on both sides. Someone has two lovers. There's breakup talk. You gotta pay attention how the cards are reacting, y'all. See, look, the cards are falling all over the place. And then we have standing strong to shield of resilience. Somebody is literally having, and then this went sideways. Trust your path. Somebody's trying to see what path to take. I love how I'm trying to stop a meeting. There's a meeting. Someone wants to stop a meeting. Okay. I guess we'll have to ask what meeting do they want to stop? Okay, these are in reverse. Okay, and this flew out this way. Stacking up in reverse. Somebody is not prepared. And then all these came sideways, y'all. Jaded. Somebody is jaded with two lovers. And then we got on red. Two people are not together and they had two lovers, now they got no lovers. That just came in from the divine. Mirror, mirror. An empath narcissist dynamic. Somebody was comparing somebody to somebody. They were comparing one lover to another and the other disappeared. What are we waiting for? Let's do this. They're ready. They're waiting for somebody, the other one, to come back that they were comparing to. I can't make this up. I was trying to shuffle, and the cards have a damn mind of their own. That's a side message for somebody. For somebody, the world is gonna show me I'm not the toughest dude in the shed. Oh my god, what song is that? And the fingers and forehead. And it said, oh my god. Temperance comes and fell in my lap. Temperance falls in my lap. Balance, cross. Temperance is in the house. So God balanced a situation between two lovers, and they're not stacking up for the future no more. I don't even think they don't got a future with either lover. So if y'all on Facebook stalking somebody, y'all, if they do say their profile is taken, they are not. That's for somebody. They are lying because they don't want to be embarrassed. They broke up. They are lying. Now, what is it? Somebody, the world is gonna something. I'm not the toughest dude in the shed. That's what's coming to mind. And then, yeah, they're not the toughest dude in the shed. They are lying about being with somebody now for looks. But they are both miserable because they want you. They want you. And they can't have you because temperance hit the house. Okay. Now that we're done with my cards acting up in side messages, subscribe to I don't want to say Vibe Tribe. Subscribe to Chong the Dog or Love Your Journey. That is my other channel. I'm working on another channel, guys. Love Your Journey 444. That's the handle. Love Your Journey 444. As soon as I hit 50 subscribers, I will be live streaming over there. That is where my live streams will be. Love Your Journey. So, if y'all are out to love your journey and stuff, I will be doing more of my lives over there because I want that to be more of a spiritual channel. But I'm still going to post those my videos over in Chongadog because that's my main hub. I've had this channel for years. But yeah, I'm working on Love Your Journey also. So I want to tell y'all thank you for your support. I love y'all and I'll see you later.